Jesus, dear sisters, on this 111th death anniversary of Father Leopold Beccaro, whom we lovingly called our Father Leopold Muppachan, നമ്മുടെ പിതാവ് മുപ്പച്ചൻ, I am glad to recollect two words of appreciation about him. Being CMC missionaries, we cherish a special love for our Leopold missionary. What I admire in him most is his commitment and passion to learn Malayalam, the language of the people to whom he was sent as a missionary. He was a young missionary. He reached Kerala at the age of 22. It is amazing to see the number of hours he set apart to learn Malayalam. During recreation and gardening, he specifically talked to the novices so that he could get the proper slang of each one. His diary notes of early years in Kerala is a roadmap for each missionary in any new mission land. His love for Malayalam was not simply a passion for a new language. It was more than that. He already knew many languages. Now he determined to learn one more language. No, it was not so. It was his love for the people, the marginalized, and those who were at the periphery. Mastery over their language was an entry into their hearts, into their burning problems. St. Thomas Christians of Kerala was crying and longing for their own leaders, to have bishops of their own right and nationality. Although they were the ancient Christians, they were governed by the Carmelite Italian missionaries for more than 2 centuries. He stood as a voice of these ailing people. His love for the St. Thomas Christians was something proverbial. The other missionaries made an interesting comment on this regard, that Syrians love Father Leopold as if it is the Syrian blood that flows through his veins. He loved St. Thomas Christians and they loved him dearly. It was his commitment to love them. It was with a spirit of sacrifice he loved them. It was by choosing God's way that he loved them. In this aspect also, he was an ideal missionary for us to imitate. His charm of friendships gained for him many friends. He was a man of friendships. In the circle of friends, there were high-profile personalities, ordinary people, priests, religious, contemplatives, religious candidates, novices, servants, and so on. He cherished warm relationships. He was a man of creativity, creative in his ministry, dealings, and so on. When we go through the letters that he wrote to the sisters, we get a picture of Father Leopold as one who loved them passionately. He wrote to them from the middle of the sea, from different places of Italy, for example, Genova, Lovano, Acqui, Rome, etc. Even when he was far away from them, he remembered each one of them by name. Everyone might feel that Muppachan loved me more than anyone else. That was his art of loving them. Father Leopold continued his ministry very effectively in Genova, Italy. Monsignor Clementine, in his funeral speech of Father Leopold, has pictured a long queue of people who came in search of Father Leopold and waited at his cell to get his spiritual direction even in his old age. He died on 22nd April 1914 at the age of 77 in St. Anne's Monastery, Genova. The newspaper reports of 24th April in Acqui pictures the big number of people who joined for the funeral procession from the Cathedral Church of Acqui to Grognardo. He was laid to rest in the Beccaro family tomb, Grognardo. It is a long-awaited glad news that recently his mortal remains were shifted to Arenzano. Now the devotees of the infant Jesus who visit the shrine at Arenzano pay homage at his tomb as well and pray to God for the canonization of Father Leopold. It is echoed there often, Santo Subito. We join in their ardent prayers, Santo Subito.